This time the film we are presenting is set in Iran about second generation refugees. But this film could be set anywhere, and it forebodes a situation that many will be experiencing in the future. This is Afsaneh Salari. She had made a short documentary. No, I shouldn't say
No,
this.
they say that.
Yeah. This is Afsaneh Salari, my fellow producer and the director of the film, and she will introduce to us the story.
So thank you, Joe. Hi, everyone. I go straight toward the project. The Silhouettes happens in my region in the Middle East, where the wars of the present, but also the past, continue to haunt and trap people in many ways. One of the consequences of this conflict in the Middle East will be brought to the audience through the microcosm of a traditional yet gentle and loving family in Iran. This family fled from Afghanistan to Iran 30 years ago. As refugees, they continue to live another form of violence because of limited civil rights and discrimination imposed by them in the Iranian society. The main protagonist of the film is the youngest son of a family, the family, who, unlike his parents, he wants to return to his fatherland, an Afghanistan he has never seen. Let's watch the trailer.
It's trailer. It should be cut. 30 minutes.
So what pushed Taqi to go to the hostile environment of Afghanistan? Actually, our protagonist is a brilliant master student in engineering. This can sound like a normal situation, no? But for an Afghan refugee in Iran with limited rights, this is both an important achievement, but also a difficult situation. Why? Because by law, Afghans can do only 30 kind of labor job in Iran. So if he's an engineer, he cannot practice being engineer inside Iran. It is why his father and older brothers are all tailors. But him and his younger sister Zahra, whom you saw in the trailer, they have bigger dreams. They want to be engineers, doctors. They want to go to their homeland Afghanistan to feel safe at home and yet contribute to the building of their society. So Taqi sets on a journey. He prepares for his departure to Afghanistan despite the disagreement of the family, and he promises his sister Zahra that once she finishes medical school, he will be settled there, he will take her there, and they will live there in Kabul. As soon as Taqi arrives to Afghanistan, he participates in a peaceful and civil protest against the government. But this protest gets bombed by ISIS. 80 activists get killed, among them some of Taqi's friends. After a few months, Taqi returns to Iran. This time, the conviction and motivation to leave to Kabul turns into an internal dilemma and a conflict that starts to overshadow the whole family and the atmosphere of the home. The film is set on 3 acts, and the narrative unfolds within the home, before Taqi's departure, during his absence, and when he returns. As for me, this film is not just about an Afghan refugee in Iran. This is about millions of youth in my region, those who don't want to go to the Western countries, those who don't want to be refugees in Europe, who want to stay in their own society to grow and to help others grow. But then they are faced with a lot of limitations because of a history which is tied to their feet.
Okay, so Afsaneh and I are production and creative collaborators. We are in the middle of production, and we are as the story is unfolding this very moment, we are actually